fans, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live. Appreciate everybody in here. I was just riding, working, thinking, and I decided to go live today because I did want to ask you guys a serious question about Deontay Wilder, and I mentioned the training. We're assuming his next opponent's going to be Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, I don't know what type of training he's doing, obviously. I think he's with Goosen now. Him along with Ryan Garcia, they're all over there. They've made that migration and made the swap. But we do know that Deontay Wilder is with Malik Scott. We do know that, according to many sources, Deontay Wilder is training like the Dickens. Tony Lyons, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Mr. Lyons in the building. Evening, Kurt, my brother from across the pond. Tony Lyons, how you doing, man? I hope all is well. But yeah, we've heard the word around the campfire that Deontay Wilder is sparring damn near 25 rounds a day. 25 rounds a day, that's the average, 64. Roughly 25 rounds a day for 3 days, last 3 days. As you can tell from the picture in the thumbnail that Deontay Wilder was definitely tired. But the question is, what was he necessarily tired from? Was he tired from what he said he was going to do? Or was he tired from whatever he did? So my question is, people, did Deontay Wilder spar an average of 25 rounds a day for 3 days, or, to be more precise, 64 rounds total in the last 3 days, or in 3 days? That's the question that we're looking at. Let's hit that like button. I appreciate everybody that came in. We got Marlon. Good evening, Kurt, from Oklahoma. Counterpunch to you, brother. Counterpunch to you, Marlon. I got family in Oklahoma, by the way. Bill, good evening, brother. I hope you are having a great Christmas. It could be better. We'll get to that later. Big Boss, salute. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Hope you had a good Christmas, bro, and hope you have a good New Year's Eve. I hope the New Year's Eve and all of New Year's is a lot better than Christmas was. Not saying Christmas sucked, because, I was able to, reach out to you guys. We had a really good time live, did some impressions, raised some eyebrows, had some laughs, spit some knowledge. It was cool. It was cool. I think Wilder has the fire back from the words he's been saying. Jamel Divine Robinson, what's good, bro? Everything's good. As someone who has boxed, which scenario sounds more likely to you? Kevin Knight. Kevin said, yeah, he sparred 64 rounds in 5 years. Okay, 3 days. That's 2 full 12-round fights a day. That's what he's saying. So not only did I do that, I did 2. I did that 3 days straight. You got to ask yourself, what was he expecting to accomplish? Was it just something that somebody pushed him to do? Was it something that he deliberately done? Was it something that he accidentally did? Like, yo, man, I've sparred fucking 64 rounds in the last 3 days. What's wrong with me? And it lets you, okay. Is this a strength and conditioning thing that he was doing? Was this something that, is this some type of new training regimen or whatever? Wilder's thumb must hurt doing all those rounds on a video game. That's a lot of rounds, but at what purpose? Was he going to do 3 more? Or is he just doing that for that, like a record breaker or something like that? Because, I mean, I got to keep it a buck. A lot of people don't believe the shit. And I don't want to just call Wilder a liar, you know, because I do take into consideration, like, let's think objectively. Like, okay, you do have a man that is 20 pounds less than he was in his last 2 fights in his last 2 years. So 2021, 2020, really a portion of 19, because you guys can remember when he knocked out Ortiz, he was around that same size, about 230, right? And I guess he thought in his mind that, you know what, I can stay this size comfortably and I can have more power behind my punches. And I think maybe the knockout from uh Luis Ortiz convinced him to keep gaining that weight. Let's think about it. He fought Ortiz before, but he dropped Ortiz what, 4 times in that round, in that fight. So he wasn't really convinced that he had one punch knockout power. He has game, or fight changing power, but knockout power, you know, you don't get that Spilka knockout all the time, you know, or that Dominic Brazil knockout all the time. Really the Spilka, because the Spilka was a true KO. Dominic Brazil actually made an attempt to get up, even though he was out on that floor like somebody then gave him a muscle relaxer, okay? A muscle relaxer. And I do think that because of that, he was convinced. He landed that big shot on Ortiz, and Ortiz had already dropped Ortiz on the 5th and 3 times in the 10th. So, you know, I think he went that route. But then I think he was convinced, like, dude, you don't need the power. You know, let's shed that shit off. Let's go with what you know. Mickey said Rocky had to spar 36 minutes for a 15-round fight. Deontay Wilder has no reason to lie. Well, he's definitely lighter, so I imagine he can do a lot more than he did when he was bigger. Kurt, he became like Tyson. He just trains well. Maybe, and this is what it means. Okay. Ricardo TV, counterpunch to you. I mean, he talks smack like Tyson. That's what it is. Wilder from the first fight versus Fury from the 3rd fight. Wilder wins. You know what? I really don't think so. That's a good question. Like, if you took Wilder from 2018 and you took that Wilder out of 2018 and threw him into the last fight with Tyson Fury in 2021, would he win? I don't think so. But then again, Fury wasn't as elusive either. He was more aggressive. But that didn't mean anything. I want to see if Joyce can take his power. He seems to walk through everybody else's punches, but Wilder would surely test that chin. I still favor Joyce. Well, you have to keep in mind, Joyce can fight. He's not the fastest, but he can fight. And Wilder would have to catch Joyce coming in. Because if not, Joyce is just going to rough him up and beat him up. And see, understand, Wilder's tall and oblong. Most of that fight, I saw that fight he fought Tyson Fury, the trilogy. I saw it a dozen times or more. And mostly he goes back to the same shit. If you look at it, he didn't do all like the left hooks and all. He didn't do any of that until later in the round, until he tried, like, hey, I have to try something new. You know, he did get a good right uppercut in the 10th round against Fury. you know, and that kind of got Fury's attention, but I don't think he'll be, especially if he gets to a point where he doesn't have distance. If Wilder doesn't have distance against someone like Joe Joyce is just going to beat him up. Wilder can't beat Tyson Fury. Kurt in Wilder Fury 3 fight, if he came in lighter, do you believe he would have won? He would have done a lot better. But see, understand this. It doesn't stop the punches that he was hit with. Unless he could have landed his own earlier. I think of all types of shit. I think of what if Wilder would have caught Tyson Fury in the first round. Caught that man in the first round and put him down. People would have lost their shit. Young Pharaoh would have busted a nut. The LDBC would just, I don't know. Wilder burned too much gas in the first round of the third fight. You know, he didn't really do enough to burn gas. He couldn't have had gas. Fuck, he only burned like a quarter of a tank. He's supposed to be on a full tank. Fury just outboxed Wilder. Counterpunch Boxing News. Wait, what? Did Wilder spar 64 rounds? Like one after the other nonstop? Bryce, no, he did it in 3 days. But I wonder what he did on day 4. What did he do on day 4? Because it's like, okay, you did that many rounds. What the hell did you do? Muscle uses more oxygen. Wilder was far too heavy. Yeah, he was far too heavy. Wilder thought he just knocked Fury out like the rest, but yeah, man, that's Wilder. Wilder got that draw. You know, if it wasn't for the ref. Well, understand something, guys. The referees, he did his job. Jack Reese did exactly what he's supposed to have done. Found no fault in Jack. Looks like a Modelo in that cup, Kurt. Nah, man, it's far better than a Modelo. Matter of fact, I don't even drink shit like that no more. And this is my first beer since, man, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks or so. Are you on 5 and drive today, Kurt? No. I'm just having me a beer. I'm at the car wash actually, you know, and I was actually gonna wash my shit. Vladimir must have trained hard. To be fair, I'm no Wilder fan, but he has warrior in him. Yeah, he does have warrior in him. So I mean, but you ask yourself this question too. Like, how many fucking sparring partners did he have? Do you watch Real Talk Boxing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Real Talk, is that from the cats from the UK? Bacon and eggs. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. In USA, you've got to knock boxers out to win. Well, you know what that means, right? That means Jack Catterall has to knock out Josh Taylor. You know? Because it's like, you're looking at another fight going to be in the same place. have points in the USA. Yeah, they have points in the USA. Yeah. Wilder boxed 64 rounds in 64 months. That's more likely the story. That's a lot of rounds, man, but how many people did that with him? How many sparring partners? That's a lot of sparring partners. Do you like breakfast bacon and eggs? Of course I do. I don't eat it though, like that. Maybe at a hotel lobby, if I'm out working, you know, something like that. But no, not at all. Yeah, that's probably the better question, St. Don. Counterpunch to you. Who the hell did he spar? I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's like I sparred 25 rounds. So what's the average sparring, guys? What's the average guy that spars? How many rounds does he exceed? 5 or 6? You know? You know that shit wasn't with Hellenius. Hellenius, he's talking about retiring, but then again, he did come back and say, you know what? I want to really go out on top. And that's a good thing for a lot of boxers. If you're going to retire, don't retire on a loss. Retire on a win. If you need 2 or 3 tomato cans, if you need to knock them fucking senseless to feel dignified on retiring, please do so. Because if you're in hard fights and you just coming off and your last fight you remember being in the ring was by a knockout artist like Wilder, that's gonna fuck with you, man. You end up beating guys up at a bar because you'll have some kind of fucking reflection on what could have happened and what you could have done, and you end up taking that out on somebody else that you know, that actually didn't deserve it. They're just being drunken pricks at a bar, and they might say something. Hey, look at this. Hey Kurt, just got off work and catching you on live. Thought styles make fights. So that said, I do feel Wilder goes better into the future, lighter weight and less damage from over sparring. Well, I'm not sure, man. I think Wilder will be faster. Wilder would be more of a Wilder old. I just think he will be now more critical of the things that he's able to do. I think he'll be more critical of his training too. Bars. Yo, Kurt, think Wilder is more up for fighting Ruiz than his team was talking before? Yeah, I mean, that's more likely going to happen. And if Al Heyman has came and did a little shoulder tap, yeah, that's going to be the next fight. Can you imagine that shit? Deontay, I know you back. I know you back. But you need to fight Andy Ruiz. The Joshua fight gonna come when it's ready. Now it's time for Eddie and Andy. It's gonna come. I want to fight him now, Al. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. This is a business. Remember, I told you that. Yeah, I remember. I remember everything you said to me. Like I told Shelley. This is a business. and I will get you the fight you deserve. Look, no, look at me. I will get you the fight you deserve. Shelly, talk to him. Good day to you. Deontay, good day. Shelly, talk to him. Kurt, is it safe to say Fury is Wilder's kryptonite and has his number 2? Big and tough and skilled for Wilder. Parsha, obviously it has to be. By this time, it has to be. Wilder will continue to talk smack and duck Joshua. You reckon Zoo and Charlo will still happen? Yeah, it'll still happen. It'll still happen. Because he's the mandatory. Zoo's the mandatory, so it'll happen. What's your thoughts on Roy Jones saying to AJ to stay away? I think it was just part of the plan anyway. So you guys remember when Roy said he had a plan? You know, Roy, I got a plan for Anthony. We gonna talk about that plan when I get him down to Florida. We're gonna talk about it, and I just want to discuss it with him to see how he feel about the plan. So if he don't feel about the plan, he can get somebody else. So that just lets you know the plan was, right? The plan was to get AJ some easy fights, some rapport, some experience with AJ on a nicer level, or a smoother or a less pressured level or platform, so he can train him the way he wants to see if he can take direction, to see how they really gel together. That was the show. That was the whole objective. That was the whole objective. He gassed out by 5 in all Fury fights. Not the first one. He had power. He had power. I think Wilder Fury 4 will be exciting, but let's see them other fights first. Ricky, let's see the other fights anyway. You know, because that may or may not happen again. See, we don't know. We don't know what Wilder will do with other fighters. And see, knowing Wilder, if he, like, let's say he knocks out AJ. He gets Ruiz and he knocks out AJ. So that means he's lost to Fury twice. He's knocked out Helenius. He's knocked out Andy Ruiz. He's knocked out Anthony Joshua. So his career could more than likely be complete off of the fighters that he's fought, because he is able to drop or stop everybody in his weight class, in his era. Kurt, just want to say that AJ is on a high. He's not depressed or low on confidence like many said. In 2013 or 23, he's coming back with a bag, bro. Well, AJ, though, he is very notorious for just laying low. And then when he does speak, everybody fucking listens. AJ needs to make a statement in his next fight. He does. But AJ beat the shit out of Pulev, didn't he? So if you want to say what Chisora was able to do on Usyk, you have to look at what AJ was willing to do or could do with Pulev, because Chisora hit him with everything he could possibly hit him with, and he was still there. You couldn't say that shit about Joshua. Joshua hit this man, he turned around. Bow! I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you turning around? Who the hell told you to turn around? Who trained you? When you get scared, turn your back. Get your fucking head knocked off. You know? If Wilder lost to AJ but put up a great show, it would be an awesome for both fighters. Well, Gray, to be fair, if Joshua got stopped by AJ but put up a good fight, it would be awesome. And if it was that good, people are going to want to see it again. Let me put it to you this way. I'll put it to you this way. If Deontay Wilder would have had the performance in his rematch against Tyson Fury when he lost the belt, it would have been more of a precedent to fight a third fight. AJ is a has-been, will never be champ again. Chin is gone. Zarina, we'll see. Gloves are off, sweet science. Rock up anywhere lately. Kurt, who do you think will win in the Usyk-Hrgovic fight? No. It's a good question, man. Hrgovic's a pretty big boy. Kurt, who do you think? Kurt, who is your money on Taylor Catterall 2? Taylor's going to win again by decision. Unless Catterall knocks him out, he's not going to win. We already seen it. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know what happens to certain fighters, and I know why they happen. Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez are two ESPN fighters, and they meant to collide. Jack Catterall will not be a problem in that scenario. Okay? You have to protect the money and make sure fights happen. And how do you do that? You make fighters lose. Or you get fighters to win, right? So I think at the end of the day, I think that Catterall is like an Erislandy Lada, but got lucky. What do I mean by that? Catterall was a guy that's a banana peel, but they made sure that the banana peel wasn't seen. I'm not Kurt, but Usyk schools Hrgovic. He might. Who is AJ's next opponent and when will he fight again? Have no idea. If Usyk beats Fury, what do you think his chances would be against Wilder? P.S. Usyk surprised people in the fight, assuming that fight comes to fruition. I don't think it matters. What matters is the boxing ability. Kurt, are you a nomad? You always seem to be traveling. You know, I had an ex that said that same shit. I'm a nomad. Something like that. Something like I had to think about it. Like, am I a nomad? I don't know so much. I don't think they'll rob Catterall twice if he doesn't win the outright. Remember Holyfield Lewis 2 fights. Wait a minute. Smile back if you're ugly. Let me tell you something. That was a draw. I want to see AJ versus Joyce or Dubois. Joshua Dubois would do good numbers, bro. Guys, don't lift your hopes up on Fury losing. You're only going to mess up your blood pressure. I am the Gypsy King. That's not a man born from his mother's cunt. Like, did this sucker say that? He did. No one can beat me. I'm the Gypsy King. I'm like Muhammad Ali with no hair. This ain't done. Does love Fury, to be honest. Either Fury lover, keep riding for. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with Tyson Fury, man. I love Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's one of them guys, if he stopped away from boxing, I was nervous. It's like, where the fuck is he going? Don't you leave. Don't leave us, Tyson. I remember times like he saw Ellie Setback and he was just like, yo, get out of here. What did I do? Get out. I don't see boys Triple J and Triple D as real fighters. He's seeing them as hype jobs, and that could be dangerous. Well, fucking with Joe Joyce, bro, you might end up in a fight that you didn't anticipate. You better ask Joseph Parker. Excuse me. How quickly would Frazier or Ali beat the current top? No. How quickly would Frazier or Ali beat the current crop? Ali, but then Frazier's too small and he fights like a smaller ass Derek Chisora. I just see somebody like David Hay fucking him up. Triple D is White's level, in my opinion. I don't think there's a level anyway above those guys simply because they haven't, like, you don't know how they're going to line up. We just haven't seen it based on companies. Different eras, different fighters, the same game. You know, I really need this thing bigger. Like, is there any fucking way that I can make this bigger? Like, the fonts are bigger? Because they're, like, small. I don't know if I'm losing my eyesight or my shit's getting bad, but I'm like... Fury's ability to adjust sets him apart. He's comfortable at brawling and equally comfortable at boxing conventionally. He's going to have to brawl to beat Usyk, bro. He's going to have to come out of his comfort zone. He's going to have to say, you know what? Let's do this, motherfucker. Kurt, why are people not giving Loma props for whooping bigger guys? Because there's a lot of people that just hated Lomachenko because of how people promoted Lomachenko. See, they didn't do that same thing for a similar fighter that was undefeated, and his name was Terrence Crawford. Imagine Bob Arum, you know, Lomachenko is a talented fighter, but I've lost so much money on Lomachenko that I don't want anything to do with him. Let Eddie Hearn fucking swoop him up. How come no one mentions Otto Violin anymore? He's done well against Fury. To be fair, that or should be. Oh, we stopped with that cut. Yeah, but it wasn't, and he didn't. So that's what it is. Hmm. Do you remember me saying if you can't see it, you can't catch it, and if you can't catch it, you can't punch it? Yeah, this lady, she's walking, right? That's not the same girl, I don't think. It is. Like she has Tourette's. Like, is that Tourette's where you just like do random shit? No, that's not Tourette's. It's something else she has. But like she would just go, "Ah!" And I'm like, fuck, what's wrong with this woman? You know? I wonder if she dates at all. You know, like having like just people put up with it. Cause she doesn't look like a bad looking girl neither. I mean, she's like a blonde and she walks and shit and she just, got that issue. Fury is the man is the Ben man Terminator. Tourette's, right? Yeah, I think that's what she has. But I don't think, it's funny though. I don't think that affects, especially if you're attractive, because I don't, she's not an ugly person. She's nicely built. She just has that problem. Like, so I guess people would have to just put up with it. And amazing what fucking people put up with to do certain things just to get, you know, you imagine that. It's Tourette's. I just got my medical D. Okay. Huh. Why does the undisputed Charlo not get the respect he deserves even after collecting all those belts individually? The people he fought to get them. Brian Castano, that was a good fight. Wow. Smash the like button for the homie Kurt. King Mike Hall in the building. What is this? Some people put up with bad behavior. Yeah. I don't know if she comes back around, but she does parallels around the complex. It's Tourette's. Yeah. It's always fascinated me. Like maybe just something like it's a tick you can't control or something, right? I mean, we all have them. I just don't think we are. I don't think they're. I think they're more subtle. What's your counterpunch to the Juggernaut, and what do you want him, and who do you want him to fight? Everybody, except for Daniel Dubois. He's already fought Daniel Dubois. Kurt, are you drinking a pint? Man, yeah, man. I'm drinking a Grolsch, bro. Some good shit too. I love them. It's a Pilsener out of Germany. Have you guys ever heard of Grolsch? It's a good beer, man. I got a friend of mine here on it. This is what it looks like. Look at this. This is a Grolsch. Look. I love how, like, look at that. Got the fucking milk opener bottle. I normally go to Boutique and just have a few there. But I'm like, nah, because I'll fuck around and have 5 or 6. And I got 4. Well, these 4 will help me out more than that 6 there. Because I'm already at my spot. I don't have to go anywhere. And they have a lot of police officers and shit. They fly through here like fucking Bernie Fife on steroids. My favorite boxing fight you attended live. I don't know. I mean, look, if it wasn't for the main card, Charlo fought Goucher. Charlo fought the other Charlo fought Austin No Doubt Trout. Jared Swift Hurd. Yeah, he fought No Doubt Trout. That's what that was. Good fight. Zhang versus Miller. If Miller was in better shape, I would give it to Miller, but can Miller keep up with that shit? You know? What and when is the next big fight? Don't know. You notice a lot of people call for AJ to fight Triple J, who thinks is now the bollocks, but never pushes for the Fury to take these fights. Well, they don't care. They just try to make money. You know, Fury made his money. Wilder made his money. Joshua made his money. I don't think any of those guys care. I don't think they're sympathetic at all. Miller out here looking fluffy. I got cheeseburgers. Yeah, cheeseburgers and fucking whatever. Kurt, are you coming to the UK if Fury and AJ fights and fall? I think I would have to. I think I would have to because that's the biggest fight. And I would get more footage. I would get more footage than anything else. Kurt, is it cheaper to fly here than to pay to watch on pay-per-view? I think you know the answer to that one, buddy. What do you think makes a good boxing program? I would like to see a good heavyweight from Ireland. Good point. Kurt, if Joshua fights Wilder, he's got to come to Wilder. Reach edge to Wilder. Tua versus Ike, counterpunch. We've already seen that. Tua versus Ike, bro. Ike fucking went to war. David Tua got beat up, but he went out swinging. AJ would like to brawl Wilder. If I'm AJ, I'd fight Joe Joyce because I know him. Yo, Kurt, who would you pick in a Tio Lopez Ramirez? I got Tio for that because Ramirez comes straight forward. And since he's a straightforward fighter, Tio can throw whatever the fuck he wants to throw and land whatever he wants to land. He just can't take body punches from this guy. And please don't get caught with the overhand right. Jared Anderson versus Andy Ruiz. I don't know. I don't know because Jared Anderson is no. He's not there yet. '64, I'm sure he did in all of his tune-ups in boxing. He did about 24 rounds of sparring. Yeah, well, 64 rounds is a lot of rounds for anybody, bro. You know, I think, and this could be like a long shot, but I think that Deontay Wilder is a lot healthier than he used to be. Kurt, where would you rank Bivol if he beats Beterbiev at cruiserweight and Canelo at middleweight? One of the best pound for pound fighters, if not the best. He ain't never been beaten. A lot of love for Wilder despite his losses to Fury. It's amusing. I was cheated. It was because of the referee. Crab in the barrel. My drunk ass corner. The spiked water. The air fucking gloves. Man, he made so much shit. I'm like, man, stop. I think T.O. could really elevate his game going to wild card. Look how much better Cotto got. Yeah, Cotto, man, was a beast. Do you think that Andy Ruiz has absolutely no shot at beating Wilder? Here's a shot. Catch that motherfucker inside and club him behind the head. You'll get him. Bitch, I'm gonna punch him in the back of his head. His head is little. It's like two of his is one of mine. I'm gonna fucking crack that sucker. Kurt, tonight I'm making a promo video for the heavyweights with the Rush Hour song. Okay. He is still preaching the cheat. Tony, you're off your rocker. I am near 100%. If AJ fought everyone Fury has, AJ wouldn't have loss on his resume. No, I don't know about that shit either. Curtis smashed. Actually, I'm kind of tired, to be fair. Tony Lyons, slow. It's okay for Triple J have no rest. When is Beterbiev versus Ward? Any thoughts? No, that's January 28th. It's supposed to be the same night Jermel's supposed to fight Zoo. Which had the most impact in boxing? Thriller in Manila, or Rumble in the Jungle? Rumble in the Jungle, of course. Fuck. Because he beat the guy that beat the guy. He beat the guy that beat the guy that beat him. So yeah. All you suckers bow. All you suckers from the Ring magazine that said I couldn't fail. Albert Cosell, you go to hell. I'm ready. I'm bad. I am the devil. I'm a bad man. Never before defeat me. Never before I can't win. Never before go against me until I'm about 50 years old. Then you might get me. Oh man, sorry. I just had a channeling. I had to challenge it. I had a channeling from him. He came to me. Tell these suckers that I'm still the baddest. Tyson Fury can't beat me. Wilder's clumsy. Joshua, he can't swing because he can't sing. Let me tell you something. I'm the baddest man on 2 feet. I'm the baddest man with these 2 fists. I'm the baddest man that ever crossed on some gloves. I am the greatest. I am the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all times. I can bloat because I was before they made the GOAT. Bars. Kurt, Kurt, how would Tio versus Pedraza have gone? Same way, really. You know. Frank Warren kept putting up sacrificial lambs. Frank Warren, I remember him. Old fish eyes. I'm pretty. I'm a bad man. Is this on? Everybody stop talking attention. I told you suckers. I told you I was the greatest in the Ring magazine. I told you I was the greatest when I beat Sonny Liston. I told you now, I'm telling you right now. Y'all said I was going to fall. You said this big dummy, that big mummy was going to come and take my head off. And I told you that I'm the sawed off. I'm the one that's going to get you. I'm the baddest man. I told you, you boxing with speed. Use combinations. Tie him up. And you'll retire George Foreman. I told all my critics that I was the greatest of all time when I beat Sonny Liston. Kurt, who you got? Stevenson versus Haney. Dude, that's a toss-up. That's that type of fight like that. Wilder didn't spar 64 rounds. 64 rounds? I'm the only one that can fight 64 rounds. He tall, he lean, he lanky. But let me tell you, if he fought 64 rounds, he's stanky. He lied to everybody. His legs too skinny. Let me tell you what it is. Wilder didn't spar. His armor was too heavy. Plain. He said that motherfucker didn't spar. Take it off. Maybe 78 is right about the love affair with AJ. Maybe 78. 78 Sports TV. Tony Lyons is a 5-week gap between the dates. Or are you saying 5 weeks is enough? McCauley versus Dubois. I don't know that either. I don't have faith in Dubois like that. Haney outpoints Shakur Stevenson. See, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that outpoint shit. No. I mean, it's going to be a 12-round fight. The motherfuckers are going to fight. You're going to see the best of them because none of them are going to be able to knock each other out unless somebody's able to inflict a great counter, perfectly timed punch. Marlon. You know what? That's a name I haven't heard for Frank Sanchez, bro. I don't even remember like reaching out to him lately because I try to reach out to him. Counterpunch Boxing News: Will Haney fight the winner of Ryan versus Tank? Bryce, if the politics let it happen. What would Ale say about Ken Norton? Ken Norton got lucky, so I fucked him up. He was second in command, but he didn't have a plan. I showed him I was the man because I had the plan. Frank Sanchez versus Joe Joyce super fight. Ooh. I got to go with Joyce on that one. Why? Frank Sanchez is explosive, but he has I see a flaw in him. He gets it off the ropes. He comes on the ropes, and I think that's what gets him. I think he's like a deer in headlights, and then Choice is gonna fucking walk right through that shit. Sanchez ain't that small, bro. He's fucking 6'4". So ain't that small, and fucking Joe Joyce is 6'5". No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the constant pressure that you put on a person that is not as defensively savvy as I think that he could be. Because I think Sanchez would get across the ropes and clam up. And that's when Joe Joyce will start throwing these crazy ass shots. Because see, his punches are so slow that when he does throw, they're going to land because he times them. Kerr will be shocked if Haney gets KO'd by Loma. You know what happens if that shit happens? Lomachenko would find himself right back up in the pound for pound rankings. Why? Because now he is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, and everybody must go by him. Then it will be a Shakur Stevenson. T.O., he's done his claim to fame. He's pulled his Andy Ruiz moment. Right? What do you think about Naoya, the monster? This guy looks really good. Do you know who he is? Yeah, I know who he is. Kurt, what do you think about Ramirez ducking Regis? He didn't want no ass whooping like that from somebody like Regis. And he's like, look, I'll fight all those other motherfuckers, but not him. Oh. I say, I'm getting weak. I cannot keep going. I need a drink. Man, I was watching this Van Damme television show. It was sad, bro. Next thing you know, he cussing his wife out. Get out of my house! Then he comes back in and starts holding her crown. I'm like, damn, Van Damme. But don't get me wrong, Van Damme's my fucking boy. I grew up watching that one. I seen Nowhere to Run the other day. You guys remember Nowhere to Run? With who was in there? Ted Levine was in there. Ted Levine is, he's a guy from Heat. He was in a lot of shit though. But Ted Levine, real renowned actor. Andy will outbox Wilder. He gets too tired. Is the Axeman Walter still active? Man, JT Anthony. Man, that's a name I ain't heard from in so long. Loma made him quit. Axeman took out Donito Donaire. Loma made him quit. Why are people refusing to fight Shakur? I don't know. Van Damme was a proper badass. Yeah, he was. That motherfucker said he did like $10,000 a week on coke. I'm like, how the fuck? No wonder he stayed so ripped. He just worked out and then partied, you know? You know, this cat used to hang out with Charlie Sheen. It was somebody else, Robert Downey Jr. So you got Robert Downey Jr., Charlie Sheen, and fucking Van Damme all at the same party. That's not a good sign. I mean, this way before Iron Man. I'm not talking about that. No, Where to Run, great film, lived in the barn and fixed up the motorbike and banged the hot chick. Tony Lyons, counterpunch to you, baby. That's what I'm talking about. People don't understand what I like. When I say Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme, that's good. I'm gonna bring that back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a shirt. Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know, all these lightweight southpaws, nobody wants that smoke. No, they don't. Before Iron Man was Charlie Sheen. I know, right? I'm begging 7-gram rocks. Diet is for losers. Like, damn, Charlie. Charlie had that bread. Charlie. He's still around, though. Winning. By winning. Dude, I tell you. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Wait, who the fuck was in the middle? Oh, it was Mike Myers. Oh, that's bad. Oh no, see, that's bad. And look, this shit's kind of recent. This ain't back in the day like in them glory days. No, these motherfuckers were. I want to tell you something. I can show you, Charlie. I can tell you what to. And what are you getting at, man? Just fucking man. Man, hit that shit. Hit the rail, bro. Just hit the rail, man. Dude, I'm bringing more. Just hit it. I don't want to. My nose is big. I like to do it a lot. Charlie, listen to me. I don't want you piss at me. Yeah, man. But no, seriously though, I like the plots because the plots always cause he would get beat up, he would kick ass, get beat up, get some ass, then kick some more ass. That's what he would do the whole time. Arrow's gone. Yeah, King Mike Hall, he said he had tiger blood, baby. Tiger blood. Winning. Reptile, yeah. Lomachenko is amazing to watch. Shakur Stevenson versus Haney, boring fight. Well, we'll see. Hey, cool joke. How you think of Sylvester Stallone at his size, heavyweight champion? Do I think KSI is going to lose? I have no idea. Why Eddie Hearn keeps saying pound for pound in heavyweight boxing, the only weight class, the weight is so different. Ruiz gonna cry in the car after the Wilder fight. I tried, I tried, but he hit me hard. Everything got dizzy. I tried to get up. I tried. So embarrassing, man. Damn. Counter salute, counter punch. Sensei. Bond, quick, counter punch to you all day. Bars. Tony Graham coming in with that $5 Cinco. Carlos Estevez, Coke's best friend, aka Charlie Sheen. Absolutely. Yeah, man. A lot of people thought that Emilio changed his name, but in fact, it was Charlie that changed his name. You know, he got it from his father. So his father's name, Martin, I think it was, I forget his name. But yeah, it was so crazy. Like, people didn't even know Charlie Sheen was even considered Hispanic until CP got drip. Adidas cap look. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Then I'm representing that squatter. Look, I'm representing that squatter. You guys haven't seen Squatter, man? Check it out on Amazon Prime, man. Squatter. I am Squatter. So I'm the fucking like Jason Voorhees. They're supposed to have a greenlit for a sequel, and I'll be the fucking guy. I got an action figure and everything. No cap. Sly is a middleweight. Wilder is drinking Asuka thanks to. Let's go, Kurt. Congrats, bro. Kurt, off topic. Did you hear Andrew Tate had been allowed back on Twitter now? Well, they shouldn't have took him off. I didn't understand that shit. You know, I don't understand like this cancel culture society we in is bad. That motherfucker don't even he's not a well, I mean his mom is. Well, his dad is. You know, but he lives in Romania. I don't know, man. It's just really getting weird and like off topic. I think at some point we're all gonna get too old to really understand how this world works, or not even world, but how this society is going. I mean, this shit's like crazy, you know. Cars won't even start in New York. What the hell? New York is negative temperature CP. You seen in the news. Nah, man, I'm glad it ain't like that here. I mean, it was like 15 degrees, 14 degrees here. It was so cold that it looked like it was bad. They canceled him on everything because they don't like how he talked. Yeah, they probably don't, but did they do that to Peterson? I know Canada tried to do that to Peterson. This is the stupidest shit ever. I swear to God, it's this. I think it's just fucking retarded. I think what people argue over, what people bring offense to now is retarded. And I think back when I was like in my teenage years, okay, like I would turn 15 in like 90 something, 97, 96, 97. Well, like these wouldn't even be issues these days. You know, we had other shit like, you know, racism and shit. Racism, cool, but like like all this other stuff, it wasn't even happening this way. Kurt, did you hear about Rogan accusing The Rock of using steroids? Oh my God, Ed, really? Fuck yeah, I heard of that. So you guys think that, that's all natural? Okay, someone with the money that The Rock has. No, bro. No. Ain't no way Timothy Bradley is 100% vegan. Yeah, I've seen a lot of fat ass vegetarians and vegans. That shit's hilarious to me. I got an uncle, and this is funny as hell. I got an uncle that doesn't eat shit. He like he doesn't eat, like, he's a 7-day Adventist, so he doesn't eat like catfish, shellfish, pork. He eats chicken. That's it, and a lot of other shit, you know. But that's all they really do. And then my dad was like, "Fuck, you eat a lot of something, dude." I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. But like, you're 250. You're eating fucking something. Come on, bro. It's not grass either. Let's keep it a buck. Mush, you can do better than that, right? The Rock is on that Liver King diet. Yeah, he's on the Liver King diet. You know, I'm not saying any names, but you know, I am a stunt man. And a lot of stunt performers, again, I've heard they're on that shit. They take a lot of that shit. You know, you have to be able to afford the dosages. You have to know the connections, which that's not hard, but you know, it gets you when you're on certain things. If, like, you notice some of those bodybuilders are overly fucking happy or overly excited, amped, like, "Hey, how's it going? You ready for my tequila brand?" Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, they have to have something that's surging through their body, fucking with their T levels and all that stuff, you know. Uh no. The Rock is on the WWE diet. Your candy ass. Yeah, man, it's a trip. I I have never tried his shit, but I bought a good friend of mine this Terramana. I still have it in here, and like, I'm not a tequila person. Every time I've had tequila, it's been a bad, well, not a bad experience. I can't say that. But up into 2012, bro, I had bad experiences on tequila. Tequila is one of those drinks, like me in my, like, earlier years. Don't give me, like, why are you shooting tequila if you're not gonna make a dirty mistake? If that makes sense. Like, take a shot. No, I'm not gonna take a shot of tequila. Well, I guess I could. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I couldn't. I don't think I would just want to. Take a shot, huh? Hmm. Well, actually, I could always buy her some more. I've never had this. Okay, from Y's and N's, how many of you guys would want me to take a shot of this shit? Because I never had it, honestly. I don't know. Because I fell in love with Casamigos. But then, look, dude, I don't have anywhere to go. You know, my girl here has COVID. Her mom has fucking COVID. I don't have anything, to Tourette's girl starting to look bad. I know her. Hey, she be like, hey, oh, what, hey, would you like some tequila? Yeah, I love some tequila. Yeah, man. Casamigos is strong. My I gotta keep it real, bro. What? What do you want from me? You guys seen the fucking intros. What do you want? What do you want from me? No, man, but I don't know. You're like, take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot. I don't know. No, good. Ryan, what the hell? Tequila is to forget. I don't drink the same stuff as Kovalev. No, bro. Kovalev drinks vodka, bro. Not tequila. It's vodka he's on. Kurt, I had a few shots of absinthe on the weekend. Okay. Oh, you drank the same stuff. Kurt's high. What the hell? No, I'm not high. I'm fucking high. No, man, I'm just Ruiz is a tequila guy. I love Peroni beer. Vodka. Yeah. Shot. Word up, Kurt. Christmas holidays greeting to you. And looking great to be appreciated. Appreciate. Looking great to be appreciate. Bars. De Regalo. What's up, brother? Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Kurt, don't indulge in the Weeda Stephen A voice. No, I don't. No, I don't smoke. No, I don't smoke. Not saying there's something wrong with it. No, not saying that at all. I just don't, because every so often I do get jobs where I'm either like a teamster or something like that, and you can't do that type of shit. But I mean, stuntmen, actors, I mean, you can do that all you want, and it's fun, it's absolutely cool and all that, but it's just, my thing is, like, I don't want to be or get to the point where I'm dependent on anything. Kurt with Rome. I know, right? I meant Rocky 1 and 2 slide build heavyweight champ. That's a beautiful color. That blue. Pretty blue. Malik Scott smoked cigars and boxed. Yeah, Malik Scott got a little freak. You can tell his girlfriend, she's a little freak, ain't she? I'm like, damn, you can see everything on her. Ain't nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not like dissing or nothing like that, but I'm like, dude, you can see her nipples. Like, I couldn't say that either, because I've dated a girl that's actually right now a good friend of mine. She's one of the first counterpunch models that I had, first CP models, and she wore that type of shit. Like, she'd wear her titties hanging. I'm thinking like myself, like, dude, are you trying to get RAPED? You know what I mean? because that's the type of shit that you would wear if you're looking for that type of attention, even if you want it or not, you know. Kurt, when you gonna be back in LA land? I don't know. Next month. What's good at Counterpunch Boxing? Modern King boxing in this piece. Man, I got some of this Terramana. I didn't get good reviews. I said, hey, how many of you guys want me to take a shot of this? I heard one no. So there you go. Malik was dropped by Deontay's hurricane win from the punch. He wasn't even swinging that way, though. He threw a straight punch, which he missed. He threw one of them clubbing ass left hooks, which the way he punched or the way it landed on Malik Scott, it wasn't enough to take him down. The right hand he just went with. It didn't even touch him. It was like, you remember, like, I do remember what's his name? Paulo Malignaggi. Oh, wait, that didn't land. You know, that punch didn't land. I'm just not. No. I mean, maybe the left was just so powerful, but I didn't see that right landing at all. I hear you. I did a IPA beer video. It got 1,000 just for showing the can. I heard that. Shit. I'll be like the ex-fighter turned YouTuber. What's his name? Tie-in booth. How many of you guys gonna give me 5 pounds? How much would you give me to take a shot of this Terramana Tequila brand, bro? How much would you give me to give me some of this Tequila brand, bro? This Terramana. It's probably strong, isn't it? Fucking hell, man. How many pounds are you gonna give me to take a shot of this Terramana Tequila brand, bro? We want to know if that Terramana is smooth or strong. I don't know. I've never had it. Again, I bought it for a friend of mine and we were partying, and like I bought 2 of these and she killed off one. I'm sorry, she killed off one. And this one was the one I left in the car. So this is why it's here, because she didn't drink it. Yo, Bon Qui Qui, it's not whiskey, it's tequila, you know. Malik caught pneumonia of the wind of Wilder swing. Yeah, Big Y. Yeah, that's what he said. I didn't see the punch landed. I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't see the punch landed because, so, you know. You know, he fired his ass from Showtime. Al Heyman got rid of him. Get rid of that motherfucker. That fast talking motherfucker. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. CP is the man of culture. Absolutely, man. You know what I'm bummed about, man? I went to Ireland, right? Went to Ireland and shit, and didn't get a chance to drink one drink, one pipe, one shot, no nothing. So I got to go back to England. Did I say England? I meant Ireland. I didn't go back to Ireland. I need to go back to Ireland and get fucking shit faced. Get in a fight, bar fight, preferably. You know? Ricky Torre. Deontay did not like Paulo Malignaggi. Get him off Showtime. He's talking against the king. I don't like that motherfucker. He trying to make me look bad on my own shit. I'm loyal to Showtime. And he supposed to talk good about me. And since he don't talk good about me, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go, baby. You gotta go, baby. No Guinness. Nah, man, I was in front of the, that's what I wanted. I wanted a fucking Guinness. I wanted a pint. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had many pints at many pubs across the United States. But when I got to Ireland, I couldn't do shit because I had surgery. So it is what it is. Kurt, you got Irish ancestry? Fucking right. Murphy's a family name, bro. That's a family name. So no proper 12. Yeah, I have some proper 12 too. You know, in fact, proper 12 was in fact the whiskey of choice during COVID. It was the drink of choice. That and Guinness. Hold on, guys. Jameson is lovely. You can't get proper 12 here in the UK. Are you fucking serious? Dude, that's all that's here. Proper 12, man. Kurt, no wonder you like boxing with Cuban and Irish ancestry. St. Don, I believe that's it. Yes, he's got it. That got to be it. You know, I guess along with drinking, all right? What you doing across the pond, bro? I'm chilling. Shit. Kurt's Manny Pacquiao impression is still number one. All right. So for £5, how many guys or how many of you like me to do a Manny Pacquiao drunken impression? It's gonna be authentic. No, I'm not. I'm nowhere near that because these beers actually relax me. He ain't got the endurance for 65 rounds. Bob setting up. Do the Usyk corner impression. I'm trying to think, do I have anything in the trunk worth fucking with? Like, because this is not really mine. I'm not a tequila guy, so it's not me. Decker, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. He could be overtraining, then come the fight might be with the gut, be night he will be gutless. The next big fight, Tank and Garcia, providing he don't lose or go to jail. Tank Davis. 65 rounds. He couldn't do one round with that suit on. You guys say what you want to about Deontay Wilder there. Deontay Wilder got a beautiful woman, man. I don't know if he married to her yet. You know, Kurt, how long you been in the stunt game, movies or television? Since 2009. I started with voiceovers, then acting, then stunts. I started stunts in 2011. I started acting in 2009. And I haven't fucking looked back. You know, so it is what it is. Yo, remember Decker from Key and Peele? That was classic. Decker. Was that when he was in the classroom? That's his wife, Jarvis Davis. Okay, good. You know, that motherfucker's beautiful. You know. Counterpunch Boxing News. Do you like Jake Paul? He's all right. But I mean, crooked ass Mauricio giving him shit. That ain't cool. But it just shows you that he's a politician. He's not a true moral having ass boxing section. Like, if you were a president from something that you had and you took as a sign of integrity, you wouldn't do that. There would be no way that you would stoop to that level and give Jake Paul like a fucking honorary belt. Like, why would you do that? You have the money and I thank you. Please come. Fight for my belt. Then I will pimp you. I will pimp you. Once upon a time in Hollywood. Yeah, I remember that shit. He slammed little Bruce into the fucking door. That might have happened, small as he was, but I don't know if it did or not. So, you know. We'll see what happens when you start talking shit about somebody that's a martial arts legend like that. You're going to ask for backlash. The second reign, Deontay Wilder is more devastating than ever. To this day, Bronze Bomber, counterpunch to you. Bill, why is the Conor Ben story still circulating? Does he not just have to suck up his ban? I don't fucking know. I think it's all a bunch of bullshit, people. Because nobody knows really nothing about nothing. Mauricio is handing out free franchise belts left and right. You'll get the franchise belt for you, Ban Kwikwi. I am offering it to you because you have showed us great honorary and money. Kurt, play a lawyer and represent Tank Davis. Prosecution says to you why he did leave the scene of the car accident, Kurt. Have I seen Breaking Bad? I've seen like maybe one episode. I wasn't a Breaking Bad guy. There was only few sitcoms that I was into. And they were for totally different reasons. They were from totally like, okay. Series. I used to be a huge fan of Oz. Does Bob have something to offer us? No. Oscar Rivas injured his eye. Oscar Rivas looks like the cyborg in the movie Cyborg. Fuck. As people with getting, yeah, the reason will never go to prison. When is the next big fight or fight? Okay, Ricky Torre. Shit. Yard and what is it? Yeah. Yard and Better Beef. What are your top 5 favorite ball boxers of all time? Ernie Shavers, Jack Johnson, Reuben Hurricane Carter, Tyson Fury, and Evander Holyfield. Damn right. Kurt, have you been watching that No Rocky series? Comes out every week. He plays a gangster who's just come out of jail. Tulsa King. No, not yet. I want to start it tonight. I want to start it tonight. Check it out. How about Eubank and Smith? Yeah, that's supposed to be a good one. I like Callum Smith. Did you once survey about AJ and Juggernaut to fight and who you think would win? I can't recall. Let me tell you guys something. If there is bitch in AJ, there's bitch. It's going to come out. It's going to come out in that fight with Joe Joyce. That's all I'm going to leave you with. Kurt, you're going to love it. Trust me. Yeah. I want to see it. I'm not a Wilder fan, but he's a much better fighter than his haters. Wow. Damn. We have to see. Well, Wilder, he knows how to land that one shot. That's all he needs. There it is. Pow! I told you I was going to get you. You killed an Andy Ruiz, but he deserves the criticism. I'm not a wow. Okay. Right hand and what? I hit you with the right, and I take out your light with all my might, because I'm always ready to fight. Fight. That's what I do. Kurt, what did you mean? If there's bitch in AJ? Oh yeah. I mean, Joe Joyce is going to if there's bitch in AJ, if there's any bitch in AJ, okay? If there's any bitch in AJ, Joe Joyce will find that out. because he won't be able to run. He won't be able to elude. He won't be able to do anything much more than box and move or hurt Joe Joyce. If he's not able to hurt Joe Joyce, he better be able to fight Joe Joyce. If he can't fight Joe Joyce, that means he no longer has it. That means there is bitch in Anthony Joshua. There is bitch in Anthony Joshua when someone comes swinging. Doing that shit for 12 rounds or however long it lasts, and he can't handle it. That means he's not able to work on head movement, pull counters, and that's things that we already seen him do. So if he's not doing that in that fight, that means he's not good with pressure. That means he's not good with people crowding him. That means what? That means, people, that there's bitch in AJ. That's what that means. I hope I answered your question. Can Joe Joyce keep taking bombs? Ben Mega, that's probably one of the realest things that anybody ever asked when they talk about Tyson Fury. Joe Joyce taking on Anthony Joshua. Because, see, this is not an Alexander Usyk. This is not an Alexander Usyk. He's not doing all that. Joe Joyce is... Motherfucker ain't that. And somebody like, bro, if Anthony Joshua was able to hurt Joe Joyce, that means Joe Joyce may decide to either do two things: keep moving forward until he gets hurt to the point that he gets stopped, or stop doing what he's doing and starts a whole new fighter that we never seen before. And I don't see him doing that. Because I don't see it. I don't smell any bitch in Joe Joyce. So I think Joe Joyce would be one of them guys that if he's going to get hit, he's going to get hit until, eventually he's taken out, or the referee stops it, or the corner stops it on the sympathy of their fighter. DJ Anton, good evening from South Wales. What's up, dancers? Anthony Mandela Johnson. Johnston. Johnston. I think AJ needs a tune-up. He just lost 2 back-to-back fights. Give the man a break. Yeah. I'm 18 stone. That shit's funny, man. What if Suleiman never gave Loma the franchise belt at the time? Do you think that the Haney fight... You think the Haney fight, Deontay Wilder fight... I know Haney doing it. Wait, stop. I got a call in and kind of threw me off. What if Suleiman never gave Loma the franchise belt at the time? Do you think the Haney fight could have been made sooner? I don't know. I have no idea. But the importance is Devin Haney has it. AJ needs a head guard. I know Anthony Joshua definitely do not need to fight Deontay Wilder right now. Deontay Wilder and AJ, too, the top heavyweights, in my opinion. Well, that means King Grayson, they need to fucking fight then. Fuck that waiting. Wilder ain't getting no younger, so why would we put him through that? Let Wilder come off a win like he did and go in with Anthony Joshua. He's already been in there with Tyson Fury, and that's been overshot, okay? That's overkill at this point. How many times is he going to fight the same fucking guy? We know the outcome. He can't beat Fury. Okay, let's move on. Does that make Fury the best to me by beating Deontay? No, because Deontay didn't beat anybody else. If Deontay was a guy that in those 5 years, he defended his belt against all the greatest and upcoming clear and present danger fighters at the time, then when Tyson comes and beats him, then okay, we could then say that, but he can't. If he would have beat Usyk, he would have beat Joe Joyce, he would have beat Dubois, he would have beat Luis Ortiz, which he already did. He would have beat Anthony Joshua. He would have beat Jared Anderson. If he would have beat who in the time? Povetkin. We all know what happened to Povetkin fight. If he would have beat Dillian White, listen, that's what have happened. Excuse me. Damn, got gas, dude. Easier to get hurt with a head guard. Kurt, who wins? Fury versus Muhammad Ali. This is Muhammad Ali. Rumble, young man, rumble. Bam, 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 bam. You know, he just looks good for a big man. Don't mean he's faster than the man that invented the shit. Come on, people. One good thing, Ruiz has a good chin. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, there's Kurt. Can't always say Ali beats all these people. One big smack of AJ or Wilder and the man would get dropped. I don't know. He would have to beat him. He would have to catch him first. You know? Kurt, you supporting Wilder over AJ because of Team America? Nope. Not at all. I could give a shit about that. Boxing is a world sport. It ain't a national sport. No, sir. No, it has nothing to do with that. Not at all. Ali been caught many times before, absolutely. People have got bigger, faster, stronger, but I don't know about tougher. There you go. There you go. St. Don, great counterpunch. Wilder is the last of the great American heavyweights. Can't call this man great. I can't do that shit. Courageous. Fearless. Powerful. But great? No, man. Ain't calling them that. Not at all. You know why Wilder has a good punch? Because of the knockout ratio, regardless of opposition. Any good USA heavyweights upcoming? Uh, Jared Anderson. He's the best thing we got, bro. He's it. But if he's doing this many rounds, people, that means he's ready, and that means he's dangerous as fuck. But then again, I want you to be advised of something that could be taking place. This could only be a narrative that people are throwing into the public eye, that Wilder is so good and so much in shape versus where he was when he took the losses. That together is still a way of not trying to give the credit to Tyson Fury that he needed to get. See, understand something. Tyson Fury beat Wilder. But if Wilder's so much better now, what people can say is Wilder's so much better now, which is a fucking good thing. But what I'm saying is, if you, hey, let me 360. Well, okay, well, what the fuck did you do in 2021 that was so special? From 2020 early to late 2021. What did you do that was so special versus what did you do now? Was there any difference? So we have to be clear on certain things. We have to be clear on certain things. Let it switch go. The UK will run out of heavyweights options. Nah, it's going to be other heavyweights, bro. Wilder is the late bloomer. He didn't start boxing to 21. Fury has been boxing since he was 5. Or AJ versus Luis Ortiz. I wouldn't want to see that at this point. Yeah, 4 years ago, I would love to see it. 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I'd love to see it. Because that would be a fight that you'd want to see, you know, because fucking Luis Ortiz. You guys can talk all that shit about Ortiz. I have always, and I will always give Deontay Wilder credit for beating that man. And I do understand that due to the fact of pop culture, okay, that Luis Ortiz is old. We know that. There's too many jokes, urban legend, said about Luis Ortiz. So his greatest problem was he was fucking old. He was an old man. I hate that for him. I wish I could give him the Benjamin Button peel and come back and kick everybody else, and then they can see how it feels. Bars. But yeah, I mean, he got that. Wilder got that. Wilder got that fight. He got that victory. He did it twice. Yep. So it is what it is, guys. I think this is what it tells me in concluding with Deontay Wilder, all right? He might not have done 64 rounds. He might have done 64 rounds. But you know what that means? That means he's done enough rounds to show that he's serious about his craft. He's done enough to show that he is in this for the long haul. And this second reign should be crucial to his career. I think this is where it really gets real. I think before was more of delusion and cherry picking and protection. Now I think it's more of, hey, I'm Deontay Wilder. I'm making a stand and let's get it on. But anyway, you guys, I thank you for coming on. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Of course, God bless you all. Hope you have a happy new year. And everyone I mean everyone, has been counterpunched. Peace.